Man forgot Europe exists. Hey, North Americans, do you ever feel like Europe is kind of like the Gen X of continents? If you ever, like, don't mention them for 5 minutes, they're like, everybody forgot about us. We're talking about, like, oh, traffic's annoying in North America. Then some dude from Bratislava is like, we have trams. And I'm like, okay, buddy, great for you. You got Marian Hossa, too. Like, I didn't say shit about Slovakia. I'm happy for you. Nothing. No, I will not abandon the run. I'm gonna improve my mental. Marian Hossa mentioned. He's a great player, man. Favorite track from Rubber Soul? Honestly, so I'd need to see the track list. But I'm going to hit you over the top rather than look it up. I'm going to say If I Needed Someone. Like, I think I'm kind of a believer of, like, call my number on the wall and maybe you will get a call from me. And then it's got that beautiful 3-part harmony. If I needed someone. I'm not a Norwegian Wood guy. It's not on the playlist. But it's a perfectly cromulent song. Nowhere Man. I just think, so I really like the Beatles. Especially Rubber Soul and beyond. But anytime someone mentions Nowhere Man, I remember someone in my chat typed, early Beatles be like, John voice. Take it away, George. George plays the dumbest guitar solo you've ever heard in your life. It is damn true. Like, pre-1965, whenever George Harrison played a guitar solo, it was like... I'm George Lennon, baby! Yeah! But in 1965, that went crazy, man. Second best, like, classic rock reference this week, next to how it feels when you're in the car listening to Bob Dylan and that loud-ass harmonica comes on. And it's the baby's, like, its head is exploding while the 5G just radiates waves out of it. Oh, man. By the way, I've never felt, like, more screwed on the start of a run. We have, like, no gas at all. Help me. Help me. This is not helping. You got this, boss? I could really use, like, one great attack. One great attack could bring me back, man. I know you're gonna say, what about Heavy Blade? Heavy Blade, no strength, kind of ass, unfortunately. But there's hope. What about Heavy Blade? Listen, you discromulent so-and-so. Little Flex would go hard. My only thing with Flex is, like, anytime I pick it up, I'm like, hey, what if I just draw this on exactly the perfect turn? And then, like, if you don't, you're like, oh, well, nevertheless. This is a sick joke, man. This is a sick joke. Would you be mad at me if I wrote in Hawk to a Girl as my write-in ballot? Honestly, I would be happy because the alternative is worse, in my opinion. So honestly, I would consider that like an acceptable trade. Anybody watching this who hasn't voted yet and is considering writing in Hawk Tua, you should trust that instinct. Oh no! Oh wait, I got so many cleaves, man. I'm chilling. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thanks, I am in a swing state. Even better, honestly. It just keeps getting better, man. I got high hopes for a living, man. This clip is going to be on CNN later. I'll be like, no, CNN, you don't get the context. Got to have small, small balls for a living. You know what? I never really thought about that. Man, I love Impervious, but it's got to be Whirlwind any day of the week. Canadian election inference. Hey, when does that stuff start coming out? When does the election drop? 5 p.m. Pacific? Tomorrow, probably. No, I mean like the breathless, like overreactions early. Here for 1 second, first thing I hear is election. Oh, I came to this place as a refuge from events that affect all of us. This is the last straw. I had previously thought that this place was a bubble that was protected me from the realities and externalities of the outside world. If Vidya isn't safe from this stuff, then what is, man? Then you go to the Twitter feed. Fucking Alex Jones, Joe Rogan, Elon Musk, Haktua. I apologize. That was Dan. I took an opportunity to take a shot. And I apologize for it. But it's been on my mind. Not because of you, but because, as the elections approached. Every once in a while, a YouTube gamer will endorse somebody. And then in the replies, people are like, man, Fortnite was my safe space where I could escape from politics that's invaded every single other hobby I have. Now you ruined Fortnite for me. Thanks a lot. Man, I wonder why people care about politics so much. It's a crazy idea. I guess it's because they don't watch sports. That's really the take-home message. Your Discord has a no politics rule? I didn't make that rule, did I? I think the no politics rule in the Discord makes... Oh shit, it was free. It makes sense. Because if you don't put it there, really, really annoying people will just turn the entire Discord into an argument about politics 24/7. On the other hand, it doesn't matter to me because I'm the streamer, so I can basically talk about whatever I want to talk about. I'm glad it's there. I feel for you, Origin. Because again, people in Misk are trauma dumping, man. They don't want to be in the midst of talking about how messed up it is that their uncle is coming to Thanksgiving or something like that, and then all of a sudden, someone's like, hey, did you see the... Did you see the Rasmussen poll that just dropped? Oh, I get it. Now you're all gonna pay. Thanksgiving is gonna be messed up. That's why we moved it in Canada, man. That's why we made Canadian Thanksgiving pre the election. Did you see Frankie McDonald's photos that went up today? I don't believe that I did. But I did see... Didn't he... What did he tweet today or yesterday that was imagine if the wind blew at 999,999,999,999,999 kilometers per hour or something like that? I was like, damn, he's kind of spitting on that one. That's it. Imagine if the car went 999999999 miles per hour on the Autobahn. It's like, damn, Frankie, that would be quick, man. He tweeted it like 500 times. I don't follow him. I'm sorry. You know what? Go ahead, exhaust it, man. But I see the greatest hits, and that's, I mean, that's one of the greatest hits without a doubt. You would get home so fast. I mean, I don't know if... Are you... Are you kidding me, man? Where's my whirlwind, dude? I was saving Akabeko to get the whirlwind to pop, and now we're gonna die. Like, there's no means of staying alive. Well, okay, we go again. Alright, we run it back. No current events. This is good vibes only. I'm swapping, man. We're going again. We'll run it back. They don't want you to get a free elite, man, but we're going to get one anyway. No way you died on the last run? Buddy, I didn't draw my whirlwind. There's nothing I could do. I would have been thrilled to get whirlwind. Would have been over the moon. You could have hit him turn 1. It would have wasted Akabeko if we drew whirlwind on turn 2 or 3, though. Headbutt Wild Strike. I'm a believer. Yeah, but you gotta consider the worst case scenario. No, you don't. You could just consider like a medium case scenario, and then if you lose, play again. It's that simple. Poetic. Rest assured, I'm just trying to keep us all focused on the reality of the situation. That is, no matter how much they are also your hobby, video games at the end of the day are a toy. And I think that that's a very useful lens to evaluate video games through. Because there are times when I find myself in someone else's chat wanting to type like, I can't believe he would take this decision. And then I remember that it's basically just like a digital action figure and I'm 36 years old. And I'm like, what am I doing? And it all comes together. It feels better as a result. I think this is a tough decision. I like Juggernaut for late game potential. You know what Zeknar said? I'd rather have a bad early game deck that's a great late game deck later than a great early game deck that can't win the game. True. So freaking true. I read that on the Slay the Spire subreddit today. You're a Zeknar watcher? I've been thinking about getting into it. Is there a good starting point? Sorry, I'm using the way people talk about me against other people, which is not fair. It's not fair, but it is funny. I did love the tweet that got served to me on my For You page yesterday that said, I love NL. The start of this clip is a reference to a Duplass Brothers movie that like 6 people have seen. And you know what? They were absolutely right. It was a reference to the Duplass Brothers movie, The One I Love. Hi, honey. I noticed. How you doing? You want to sit on my lap? All right, come on over. Why do I hear mommy yelling for you? I mean, it's still a while, honey. I'm sorry.
Aw, but I thought it was almost afternoon.
No, it's only 10:40 in the morning. It is still pretty early. I'll be done as soon as I can, honey, and I promise you we can play. Is Tomo back there? Where did my Tomo go? He's not in the bathroom? Don't stand up on the rocking chair, please. Maybe he's hiding. Tomo! Tomo! Oh, don't play with that, please. Honey. Don't grab this stuff out of the drawers, please. It's organized very nicely. I know, but you got toys. You don't need to play with the decorations. You got toys and an iPad, and you got arts and crafts, and you got, troll stuff and calico critters. I can't, honey, I can't. Come here. Just sit on if you can sit on my lap nicely, you can stay down here for a bit.
I want to stay until the afternoon.
Until the whole afternoon? That's like hours and hours. I think you'll be very bored.
No, I won't.
I think you would be. What do you think is the best card here?
I don't know.
It's got to be Uppercut, but Uppercut needs to be upgraded. Look, see, Daddy's games are kind of like yours. I get to spin the wheel too. I got money! Yippee!
Yeah.
100 gold? That's like nothing.
That's good. That's good.
It could be worse. See, if you watch Daddy, by the time you're like 12 years old, you will be the best Slay the Spire player in the house. It's true. It's true.
That's funny.
She already is. Ouch. I'm making a game like Slay the Spire. What do you think are its best aspects? What could be improved? I'm not the guy for the conversation. You need to pay like an incredibly talented consultant or be a generational talent.
Why do you got this?
Because you're basically saying, like, I'm getting into movies. You squeezing my Adam's apple for? Yo! You trying to kill me on stream? She grabbed, like, my pharynx and then gripped as hard as she could. No, you, don't do that. That's not nice.
Sorry.
It's okay, come sit on my lap. You've been watching too much Bluey. You're right. Here, mommy called for you. Mommy called for you. I'm taking another Feel No Pain. Gonna be one of those days. Did she actually call for her? Yeah, man. I'm not gonna, like, lie to my kid in that situation. In some situations, yeah, absolutely. In that situation, no. I couldn't, but she does that from time to time, man. She grabbed my pharynx and, like, squeezed it. I'm worried she's actually, like, one day gonna crush my Adam's apple. And I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I'm pretty sure it's, like, really bad for you. It's like some Steven Seagal stuff. You'd be chill. I mean, I'm sure, you know, they could probably make you like a prosthetic pharynx or something, but it would hurt like a son of a gun, I'm thinking, at the very least. Silence, I own you. Okay, sure. You know what? I don't really know what we're doing, man. I mean, it's been tough for me to maintain kind of like a through line of what we're doing on the run, because there's been a lot of interruptions, though I love my child. If we make it through this, though, fresh start on floor 2. Guaranteed. You gotta be shitting me, man. Do I wish to hit you for 9? You'll go to 74. I would rather not. If I block, you'll go to 78 and still be vulnerable. Okay. Now we go crazy. So you're saying there's a chance. 18 damage? There's more than a chance, brother. Look at this. There's 18 block. 9 damage is perfect. Bring back a second wind. I lived, bitch. So it probably should have hit you. Now that I think about it. But we're okay. Wipe him. Wipe him. We got more than enough block. One more block would do 5 damage. We stall you. Easiest game of my life. Easiest game. Now just take cards that exhaust, right? Like a barricade and cards that exhaust. Second Juggernaut. Dude, the problem is, like, the thing that you need to learn about Slay the Spire is you beat the Act 1 boss and you take a sigh of relief, and then you realize, like, the second floor hallway fights are worse than the first floor boss fight. So, like, really, that was just, like, your first sort of, like, stopping point. And then when you get to the avocado and the birds and the... I mean, you get the idea. It gets hard, man. It gets hard. Offering, I agree, offering's the play. These are not my favorite relics of all time. I'm kind of a domer in this situation. In every situation. Tiny house. I gotta say, I'm sure, like, there are better Slay the Spire players than me on the subreddit. But I feel like they lose their integrity a little bit. I read a comment today where somebody said, Tiny House is actually a great relic to get out of boss swap early. You get 1 upgraded card, and on top of that, you also get an early potion. What more could you want? And I'm like, buddy, it's the worst boss relic in the game. What are you talking about? It's the most cope I've ever heard in my entire life. I saw that too. Rare Raging Wolf Helm, I agree with. It has no downside. Yeah, because it's got like minimal upside, man. I can't bring myself to take Tiny House. It's just not going to happen. I may regret, but... Do I need the extra energy? I kind of need the extra energy, man. Now, I always feel like I need the extra energy, but I really need the extra energy here. It had to be done. I know what you do anyway. And no exhaustible cards? What a sick joke. So sick it got me whistling. Offering me? Upgrade everything. Ruin your life. Maybe bash, ruin your life. Strike, headbutt, bring back second wind. We ruin your life further next turn. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, Rupture works with offering once, but otherwise I'm not sold. I don't think we need another second wind. Yeah, Corruption would be nice. Corruption, Dead Branch are always nice. I don't mean to spoil the plot. I had a Dead Branch Corruption build. Or no, I don't even remember. Because like I had to stop. I beat the second floor boss and then took a 4-hour break while I picked up my daughter from school. And then came back to the run and went, what the hell am I doing? How am I on Act 3? I looked at my cards and I was like, the cards don't do anything. None of the cards are good at all. I'm screwed. And then I just played my cards and won. And the whole reason was like Dead Branch, essentially. I couldn't believe that it worked. Even while I was playing the cards, I was like, I shouldn't be alive right now. Well, listen, when in doubt, keep me alive. Easiest Flash of Steel plus strike removal. It feels so amazing when you do whatever you wanted to do in the first place. And then somebody in chat says, here's what I would do in this situation, and it's your exact play. I wish you all the same feeling at one point in your life. It makes you feel so powerful. Y'all got any of them juggernauts? Don't gas him up too much, he might be wrong. Well, true. But if he's wrong, then I'm wrong. And in that case, I'm not sure I want to be right. You're done, bud. True Grit. What a beautiful card to get. Feel No Pain. Wild Strike. Headbutt. Prayer Ball. I love exhaust builds. Well, we tried 7 Chemical X Whirlwind builds earlier today, so like I think it was time for a change. Give it to me straight, Doc. I think we need to not play our other Feel No Pain. And instead, exhaust it to get some extra block. Otherwise, we might be screwed. Correct? You guys are glazing me like insanely today. It feels amazing. This is what it feels like, I'm sure, to be like another streamer. I get glazed. I'm not going to deny that, okay? But I get glazed like after the fact. I think I'm in that like Squeaks camp. Where when the clips go on Twitter, people are like, I love this guy. But during the chat, you wouldn't believe it because I'm getting my ass beat with a sock full of batteries by people all the time. Then the clips go up and people with like master's degrees are like, I really love this guy's stream. He has lots of jokes that I can really relate to. Meanwhile, in the stream, I'm like, You tend not to attack. Sometimes you do attack on turn 1, but you tend not to attack on turn 1. So I'm going to take a chance. Saved. That's bad. I think we just died because we drew, like, no defense. Never mind, we're still alive. You probably do 18 damage if I had to guess. Never mind. Okay, whatever. Who cares? And who asked? You're done, bud. It's actually over for you. You've given me all the tools I need to end your life. Did Mike Tyson fight Logan Paul yet? You know what's funny is I was thinking that. Like, normally with like a boxing match, the pre-fight rabble is like 2 months long, and then like the fight is 11 minutes long, right? I feel like Mike Tyson and Logan Paul have been jawing for like 2.5 years. Did I get the wrong Paul, brother? My mistake. Which one's the good one and which one's the bad one? I love properties where the character dynamics are like this. Protagonist who has no redeemable traits. Deuteragonist who has exactly the same irredeemable traits. So I'm going off today, I apologize. I'm sure they're doing their best, man. I'm sure they're... As they see it, I'm sure they're doing their best, man. There's actually no good or evil in the world, you absolute idiot. Everything is exactly the same. Don't kill me. It's 11:06 a.m. When you're a dad, you gotta wear a lot of hats. Recently, I've been conscripted as the household clock. Drug me. That's a good paying gig. Back in the day, you used to be able to eke out an honest living as a clock man. With a pension. Do you think that town criers were like rallying against the newspaper when it came to exist? You think they were like at like Thanksgiving 1803, they were like, I'm not letting that newspaper reader into my house. This 97-year-old son of liberty still gets his news the old-fashioned way. I guess we gotta play it. We need some block. So true. It is like me with AI. I can't deny it. Oh, so what? Like a horse and buggy's gonna bring the news to everybody's doorstep every day? Yeah, okay. It would only take like 10 times more horses and buggies than we presently have in modern day Boston. Nice try, bud. Keep dreaming. It's so winnable. It's not even winnable. It's already won. Bro, dual wielding a feel no pain. This is the way. How about an impervious? Just to shield us from oblivion on turn 1. You're gonna blow yourself out on this. And the more dazes that end up in the deck, the better. Thoughts on the Unabomber having Zin in his name? You got the wrong guy, man. I don't know. No, I don't have an opinion on that at all. Why'd you read it? I thought it was kind of funny. To be honest. I really need Juggernaut, huh? What the hell? Opinion about ordering coffee? Guys. There's enough opinions for everybody, okay? We don't need to clamor over one another to Can I get some damage, man? New Haley Welch Bitcoin tweet dropped. I gotta see this. Hang on, guys. Don't hurt me. Oh, thank you. Huge. All right, let me go check. I only get my opinions from you. Okay, can I tell you? This is like you gotta read the room, okay? Hello. Here's what I mean when I say you gotta read the room. I often talk about on my stream how I feel like outside of some circumstances, ordering DoorDash is a moral failure, okay? Now, I'm not going to say we never do it. I have moral failings from time to time. Usually it's like, hey, it's a 20-minute drive to the restaurant and a 20-minute drive back, and we got stuff to do at home, so I'd rather just order the food. So it happens from time to time. I'm a streamer, okay? I have a mantle and a responsibility to try to entertain. Sometimes you exaggerate your opinions a little bit for comedic effect. Then I saw someone on Twitter tweet literally ordering DoorDash outside of a grievous injury situation is a moral failing. And then it got quote tweeted, and the quote tweet was like, it's not even that I disagree, but do you talk like this, like with your friends and at work? And I clicked on the original tweeter and it said follows you. And I was like, that completely checks out. You can't just take the bits wholesale from the stream and then tweet them. Unless you're aware of the fact that you're courting controversy and you're fine with the blowback, in which case, here's that attention you ordered. I don't know why you want it without even the blue check. Even with the blue check, you're probably making like 25 cents off of it, but like, you can say it on stream and then you can have like a fun little argument about it. But if you say it on Twitter, like that's where people think that they're living their real life, okay? So you got to be very careful about that. I think this is a transform 2 strikes into cards that are good defend exhausts. Interesting. So that's my thoughts on it. So, you know, that's just the last thing I have to say before I get killed and slay the Spire here. No, you're not going to attack me on this turn. You know why? Because you're a puss and you don't have the you don't have the right. You don't have the gumption. You don't have the power. Nice try. See, you're scared. Scared of being a nobody. Can't even play offering, so that's cute. Definitely play that. Get this out of my face. Don't want to see it anymore. I'm dead. Yep. Okay, bring it back. Bring it back. Okay, slash